Version 4.5 will feature 4 amazing banners: Summertime Robin, Hyacine, Aventurine Waveflair, and Ashveil. And you may be wondering which characters you should pull. So today I'll be going over each banner and which has the strongest pull value. Starting with the first half of version 4.5, we will have Summertime Robin and Hyacine. Robin will be our new Wind Remembrance character who can provide a wide range of buffs for a team, and she revolves around her vibes mechanic. Starting with Robin's skill, she will summon her memo sprite Summer Songbird's Bessie. And while Summer Songbird's Bessie is on the field, if Robin's vibes is 6 or more, Robin will immediately summon the Summer Songbird Drummy. And as for the last songbird, once vibes reach 12 or more, Robin will immediately summon the Summer Songbird Patty. You'll be able to summon all 3 songbirds quickly into combat, as anytime an ally uses an attack or when providing healing or shields for the first time in any target's turn, Robin will gain 1 vibe. Additionally, Robin will immediately gain 6 vibes when using her technique. When the Summer Songbirds are summoned, Robin will regenerate energy, and when all Summer Songbirds are on the field, all crowd control debuffs that Robin or the Summer Birds are under will be dispelled, and they will enter the fever state and deploy a zone. This zone will allow teammates to ignore a percentage of an enemy's defenses when dealing damage based on how many vibes Robin has, which at E0 you can have up to 50 vibes. This is a universal buff that many teams can take advantage of, and that's only the start of all the buffs that Robin provides. When you are in the fever state, the Summer Songbirds and a countdown will appear on the action order, increasing the damage dealt by Robin and themselves. When the Summer Songbirds' turn starts, they will use their Memo Sprite skill, which will deal damage onto all enemies, and while the Summer Songbirds are on the field, the damage taken by all enemies will increase based on the number of members present. This allows the entire team to deal even more damage to enemies on top of the defense ignore from the zone deployed from the fever state. Now, as for the countdown, when the countdown turn starts, 50% of the current vibes will get deducted. If vibes reach 0, the Summer Songbirds will disappear and Robin exits the fever state. But with characters who attack frequently, you shouldn't have much issue retaining the fever state for the entire battle. Now, moving on to Robin's ultimate, we have even more amazing utility, as she'll advance an ally forward by 100% and regenerate a fixed amount of energy equal to 20% of their max energy. They will also be granted the special guest effect. When the character with the special guest effect and their summon attacks, they'll additionally grant Robin 2 points of vibes and cannot advance the actions of other friendly targets. This effect will last for numerous turns, and the duration will decrease by 1 at the start of this character's turn. So Robin's ultimate will provide 100% action advance, energy for an ally, and that ally will now be able to help Robin gain more vibe. The action advance is great for higher attacking frequency from your DPS, and the energy is useful for many DPS characters, especially those with higher energy costs such as Gilgamesh, Saber, Aglaya, and so on. Robin's ultimate can also be useful for another support on the team so that they get more energy, as well as the 100% action advance. Robin will also have a nice way of gaining energy, which is when Robin or the Summer Songbirds receive healing or shields provided by teammates, they gain stacks of groove, and the first time Robin gains vibes on any unit's turn, if she has groove, she will consume 1 stack of groove and regenerate energy. This will help with Robin gaining energy to use her ultimate more often. Additionally, it's worth noting that when an ally causes Robin to gain vibes, if their attack is higher than Robin's, then that ally will gain an attack buff based on Robin's max HP and the number of vibes you have. Now, what about characters who aren't attack scaling? Robin can actually still benefit those characters too, since if an ally's attack is not higher than Robin's, instead they will gain a crit damage buff. This will benefit characters who are HP scaling or characters who don't get too much value from having their attack increased. Lastly, after using Robin's technique at the start of combat, she will be advanced forward, immediately gains 6 vibes, and grants all allies a damage boost for 2 turns. So to recap Robin's buffs, she gives the entire team defense ignore from the zone from the fever state, and then based on the number of songbirds on the field, the damage taken by all enemies will increase, providing another benefit for the entire team's damage output. Her ultimate gives 100% action advance and energy for an ally, and whenever an ally causes Robin to gain vibes, they will get an attack buff or a crit damage buff, and when Robin uses her technique, she'll give a damage boost to the team for 2 turns. Then, depending on what Lycone option you have, she'll provide even more buffs from there. On top of this, Robin will be able to deal damage through the summer songbirds attacking all enemies, so that'll also be beneficial for the team's damage output. With the variety of Robin's buffs, this makes her a versatile support who can be used on many teams. For example, you can use her alongside Saber and Gilgamesh, Morning X Blade and Ashveil, Aglaya, Anaxa, Archer and Rin, Himiko Nova, Finon, Castris, Evernight, and many more. Overall, most teams in Star Rail can benefit from Robin's buffs, making her a strong support for accounts, and for 3-team endgames such as Anomaly Arbitration or Star Wars mode, she is a great option for one of your teams. Now as for Hyacine, she is a Wind Remembrance character just like Robin, but she plays a different role, primarily focusing on providing heals, cleansing debuffs, and being able to deal damage with her memo sprite, Little Ika. Hyacine has multiple ways to provide healing with her kit, such as her skill, ultimate, and her memo sprite talent. Hyacine's ultimate will also be able to provide an additional benefit for teams, which is the After Rain state. This state will increase all allies' max HP by 30% plus 600 at level 10. And this nicely benefits HP scaling characters on a team when it comes to their damage output, or even in the case of Summertime Robin, Hyacine being able to boost Robin's max HP will benefit the attack buff that Robin is able to provide allies. Hyacine is currently one of the best sustains in Star Rail, and you can use her alongside the Mono Remembrance team, Morning X Blade, Summertime Robin, Mighty, and many more teams, even as a general sustain for teams that may be lacking a strong healer. Now, as for the second half banners, it'll feature Aventurine Waveflair and Ashveil. Starting with Aventurine, he'll be a Quantum Elation character, who benefits from frequent attackers on the team as they'll assist him with gaining more punchline, certified banger, increasing aha speed, and fervor, which is his stack mechanic we'll discuss shortly. Starting with Aventurine's skill, he will deal damage onto all enemies and gain 4 punchline and 4 points of fervor. As for his ultimate, he'll deal damage onto all enemies once again and gain 6 punchline and 8 points of fervor, as well as increasing his speed for multiple turns. On top of this, while Aventurine has certified banger, his skill and ultimate will deal additional Quantum Elation damage to all enemies. Now, as for Aventurine's fervor mechanic, once he reaches 10 points, he will use his Elation skill Cheers to the Summer Blaze 1 time. This will deal quantum damage to all enemies and additionally deal 10 instances of damage, each instance dealing Quantum Elation damage to 1 random enemy. This Elation skill will take a fixed 20 punchline into account, and then after this use, the next Elation skill used by Aventurine in Aha Instant will be enhanced to All In to the Summer's Blaze. This enhanced Elation skill will deal damage to all enemies and additionally deal 10 instances of damage to 1 random enemy as well, but on top of this, Aventurine will also consume all fervor, and for each point consumed, he'll additionally deal 1 instance of Quantum Elation damage to 1 random enemy. This allows Aventurine to deal even more damage with his Elation skill. Aside from Aventurine's own attacks, he will also gain fervor from allies attacking enemies, so having frequent attackers on the team will be ideal for Aventurine to gain more points, and the max limit for fervor is 30 points at E0. Aventurine will also be able to provide additional perks for the team, such as crit damage buffs. If there are other Elation characters on the team beside Aventurine, he'll increase all allies' Elation while also increasing his own Elation as well. And to further boost Aventurine's Elation, he will want speed, as he gains more Elation based on the amount of speed he has. Now, when it comes to team synergies, Aventurine will best be paired with frequent attackers as mentioned, which Ashveil and Mordenex's Blade will be two of his best partners. Both Ashveil and Blade are able to attack frequently while also greatly debuffing enemies. This will allow Aventurine to gain more fervor, and the debuffs will further increase Aventurine's damage output. Additionally, it's worth noting that if Aventurine is the only Elation character in the team, when he deals damage using his Elation skill, it is considered as launching a follow-up attack. You can also use Aventurine alongside Elation characters and making him a main DPS for your team. Now, when it comes to the last banner of 4.5, Ashveil is a Lightning Hunt character who specializes in frequent follow-up attacks, increasing the damage output of the team. Ashveil will be able to decrease all enemies' defenses by 40%, and while he's on the field, the crit damage dealt by allies increases by 40%, and the crit damage dealt by allies' follow-up attacks will additionally increase by 80%. Ashveil will benefit from frequent attackers on a team as well, as whenever allies attack the enemy marked as bait, he'll gain energy, allowing him to use his ultimate more often and unleash frequent follow-up attacks onto enemies. Ashveil has been getting stronger due to the release of Mordenex's Blade, and soon he'll have the option of being paired alongside Aventurine Waveflair or even Summertime Robin. For those who have Mordenex's Blade, Ashveil is a very strong synergy to pair alongside him. And when it comes to the vertical investment between Ashveil, Mordenex's Blade, and Aventurine Waveflair, if you do plan to use all three together and intend to pull Aventurine, I would recommend Aventurine's Eidolon, specifically his E1 and E2. If you plan to use Ashveil and Mordenex's Blade on a different team without Aventurine though, for example, let's say Gilgamesh Ashveil Blade or Acheron Ashveil Blade, Mordenex's Blade's E2 is a very strong Eidolon to consider picking up. Lastly, another option could be a team of Ashveil Blade, a support of choice, and sustain. Summertime Robin can be a great option to use alongside Ashveil and Blade, and if you do have the pulls, then E2 Blade is a very strong option here as well. Overall, when it comes to all of these banner options, I would say the character with the strongest pull value this patch is Summertime Robin due to her versatility as a support and the strength of her buffs. For the rest of the banners, if you're lacking a sustain or play remembrance teams, Hyacine is a nice option. Aventurine can be a great DPS option if you are looking for a new damage dealer on your account, especially if you do have his ideal team synergies. And as for Ashveil, he is great for the follow-up playstyle and works excellently with Mordenex's Blade and Aventurine Waveflair. 4.5 is a pretty strong patch when it comes to the banner options, and I'd love to know which character you're going to be pulling in version 4.5. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing to see some more content from me, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.